Welcome back to Built, Not Burnt Out. I'm Melissa Petersen, mom of 10, attorney, health coach, fitness instructor, and creator of the Becoming Method. Today I want to talk about something that frustrates many people. If you've ever said, I know what to eat, I know I should exercise, I know what works, so why can't I stay consistent? Then this episode is for you. Here's the truth. Most people don't have a food problem. They have a stress problem, a nervous system problem, an identity problem. Weight is often the symptom and not the root cause. We've all been told the same thing for years. Eat less, move more, try harder. But if that actually worked, obesity wouldn't continue to rise because people don't struggle from a lack of information. They struggle because stress changes behavior. When you're overwhelmed, when you're exhausted, and when you've been taking care of everyone else, when your brain is simply trying to survive, healthy choices become much harder. Your brain's number one job isn't weight loss, it's survival. And survival always wins. Think about it. How often have you had a stressful day and suddenly you found yourself standing in the pantry, or driving through a fast food restaurant, or eating things you weren't even hungry for? That isn't because you're weak. It's because your brain is trying to solve a problem. Food becomes comfort. Food becomes distraction. Food becomes relief. But food was never actually the problem. Then comes the shame cycle. You eat something you didn't plan. You tell yourself you failed. You promise you'll start over on Monday. You feel guilty. You eat again because you feel guilty. And the cycle repeats. Here's something I tell my clients all the time. Patterns beat willpower every single time. Willpower fades. Patterns don't. That's why smart people, successful people struggle too. I coach attorneys, business owners, parents, medical professionals, people who know exactly what to do. Knowledge isn't what they're missing. They're missing awareness. They're missing regulation. They're missing a system. Many of our behaviors started years ago. Maybe food was your reward. Maybe food meant comfort. Maybe food was how your family celebrated. Maybe it helped you cope with stress or trauma. Those patterns don't disappear just because you know macros and calories. That's why the Becoming Method begins somewhere completely different. It starts with awareness. Instead of asking yourself, what should I eat? We ask, what am I feeling? What do I actually need right now? Then we regulate our nervous system. Sometimes that's taking a walk. Sometimes it's a prayer. Sometimes it's breathing. And sometimes it's talking to someone. Then alignment comes. Does this decision match the person I'm becoming? Not who I was yesterday, who I'm becoming. Finally, action. Small, consistent, repeatable action. Because lasting change doesn't happen from one perfect day. It happens from hundreds of ordinary decisions made consistently. That's why I don't coach people on simply losing weight. I coach them to become someone different. Someone who naturally makes healthier decisions. Someone who no longer needs food to solve every emotion. Someone whose habits match the future they want. If you're tired of starting over, if you're tired of blaming yourself, if you're tired of believing you just need more discipline, maybe it's time to stop fighting food and start understanding yourself. That's exactly what the Becoming Method is all about. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love to help. You can follow me on social media, listen to future episodes of Built Not Burnt Out, or reach out to learn more about coaching through the Becoming Method. Remember, you weren't created to spend your life trapped in a cycle of dieting and guilt. You were created to become the healthiest version of yourself. Thanks for listening to Built Not Burnt Out. Until next time, keep becoming.